Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA-TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everybody, it is Thursday. We welcome you into the studio here. Thank you for joining us.
Over by Ron. He's pretending to work right now. Please believe that right now this is kind of his downtime. What are you looking at? Are you looking at X, Facebook?
No,
Instagram?
actually, I was just on the National Weather Service site.
Yeah. You know what?
We have a naughty station, and so I'm just looking at the discourse that's going on around the station and how off it is. So yeah, it's just
there's a naughty station.
All right.
Okay.
The things we learn. All right. Hey, Pittsburgh has a special guest in town for the next few days. We're talking about the Meyer Wienermobile.
It's here. In fact, it's stopped by our station. Mikey's going to be live outside with them in just a little bit. And it's going to be making appearances throughout town through this weekend.
Yeah, and in fact, you can get Wienermobile whistles at the events, which could be fun. And, you know, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how they're actually going to race the Wienermobile. Not here in Pittsburgh, but it's coming up in May before the Indianapolis 500. They call it the Weenie 500.
So this is like, wait, I want to go back to this whistle. So this is like a hot dog shaped
I don't know.
whistle?
It just said whistle. There was no description of what it looked like.
Their marketing team is very clever.
I think so.
So there are 6 Wienermobiles, which we learned.
6 in total that are going to be all there for the race.
Yes, and so we talked about this not too long ago, how fast they could go. I think this is extremely dangerous. I feel like you probably could not take that thing over about 20 miles per hour.
Well, yeah, and even, because we've talked before about how they want to hire drivers for it. It could be like your summer job, or maybe for a year you go around the country.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to drive. Think about parallel parking an Meyer Wienermobile.
So in this business, you know, there are some people who they will spend a year storm chasing. Like that's their thing. Like that, you know, that's something that they would do, and it leans into your career and your resume and all that. Imagine if on your resume you said that you were a driver for the Wienermobile. I can't even say it.
No, but
where does that help you?
I actually think it's a great thing, because that's the thing the job interviewer is going to want to ask you about.
Right.
They're going to say, this is interesting. This is someone who takes chances and does something different, and it's a marketing tool. I actually think it's a positive.
What do you say to me sometimes? You're a girl who's fun. Like, I wonder if you're like looking at that like, you seem like you're a guy who's fun. Right. Wienermobile, huh?
You've driven the Wienermobile.
Yep.
All right, a little bit later on in the hour, Mikey will join us live. It's going to be right outside the station here.
It's fun. Okay, so I saw this on the CBS Evening News last night, and we got to talk about it this morning because apparently this was called into question if you could call boneless wings, and now a federal judge has come out and said, yes, you can.
So he threw out a lawsuit challenging the menu at Buffalo Wild Wings. The lawsuit was filed by this guy in Illinois who claims that he thought they were deboned chicken wings that made up the boneless wings. And he was upset that it wasn't wing meat, it is chicken breast. And the judge says, I think most people understand this is made of chicken breast.
I just don't, imagine sticking to that argument all the way through a lawsuit with a federal court. Imagine, are your friends not at any point saying, Daryl,
Let it go,
come
Daryl.
on.
I
don't know what the guy's name is, by the way.
Well, no, we're just going to say it's Daryl. I don't know why.
Can we also just bring up the fact that it's very kind to just say it's chicken breast? It's a nugget. It's a chicken nugget. That's not just
Well, the
breast
judge
meat.
said that it was a chicken breast. I don't know. He's being kind, I guess. He's also being funny because he said this lawsuit has no meat on its bones. That's what the judge said.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cute. And then I also liked what Buffalo Wild Wings did to defend themselves. They posted on social media, our hamburgers contain no ham. Our buffalo wings are 0% buffalo.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And response is also, French fries are not French.
Right.
Are they not, though? Where did they come from?
That's a good question.
So maybe they are French.
Maybe we should look at that. Other people responding, Mountain Dew contains no mountains, and hot dogs contains no Well, you know what I'm going to say.
Oh, gosh. That's...
All right, here's a question for you. How many times do you yawn in a day?
I stopped now that I'm not on the morning shift like you.
You don't yawn as much.
Although I do like first thing in the morning. It does take me a beat.
I think it gets oxygen in your system, but there's this new study that says it could be good for your brain. It may protect our brains. So there are MRI scans that say, "Oh, this is going to make you yawn."
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, hold on. It's coming. I can feel it.
You can see. This is the other thing.
Yeah.
There's been other research. Yawns are contagious. So just watching people yawn can make you want to yawn.
Yeah.
But anyway, this study says that yawning appears to push certain fluid away from the brain. We got a yawn happening right now. And it also boosts blood flow to the brain. So it helps your brain, is what they're saying. They also say that it needs more research, but they think it clears some of the waste out of your brain.
There's waste up there.
Well, that's what they talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get an MRI machine in here, stat. So we can
You know
see
what?
this.
You say that. Our producers could make that happen.
They can make anything happen.
They can make anything happen.
Including a massive diner week like you've never seen before.
This is going to be an extravaganza.
Yeah, we are kicking it off again. Coming up on Monday. It's the week that we look forward to every year. It's not Christmas. It's not summer break. It's not a vacation. No. We look forward to PTL Diner Week. Did you lose your words?
I lost my voice.
You lost your voice and words.
Diner Week. But anyway, all of you nominated. We literally got thousands of submissions for the best diners in Western Pennsylvania to check out. So our team, Daisy and Boaz and Ron and the two of us, we did some work.
Yeah.
We went to all over the place.
Work.
Well, I say work in quotes. But we've gone to a bunch of different counties. We're also bringing diners into the PTL kitchen. We're going to go live to some of them next week. It's going to be a great week.
It's so funny because it was about a 45-minute drive and then a little bit longer getting home when we went to our diner. And I listened to my audiobook there and back. Yeah. And ate for 2 hours. It was actually one of the most glorious days of my life.
I love that. And I won't give away anything because you'll see our trip to this diner next week. But like the last thing that they brought out that I didn't anticipate, we didn't
know it was coming.
Yeah, we didn't know it was coming. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I still have dreams about it.
It was very good.
It was that good.
All of it. Delicious.
All right, from Diner Week to fried fish, let's talk about fish fries. The annual KDKA Fish Fry Guide is live right now on KDKA.com.
And you know what? I just so you know, it's KDKA.com/fishfryguide.
That's how to get to it.
Yes, I put fish fry in the first time and I was like, this isn't it.
Right.
Fish Fry Guide.
Fish Fry Guide.
Yes.
Remember that hot tip from Heather Abraham.
I looked it up already.
Also, there's an interactive map, which I was surprised by yesterday. I was like, whoa, we're big time. We have an interactive map.
Did you guys see Barry's live shot last night?
I did. The line of people.
Did you see his tattoo?
Because he had his KDKA polo shirt on, he's showing off his guns.
I was like, whoa, Barry, okay. He's in there like working in the kitchen with his tattoo.
I also liked how he was kidding the woman who was making the crab cakes or whatever, and he kept saying there was something else in it and it wasn't crab. Yeah. She was like, no, it's crab.
It was really like poking the bear.
Alone, Barry.
Yeah, that was fun.
Anyway, we're going to be live at a fish fry tomorrow right here on PTL, so join us for that.
Okay, we have to talk about this war right now that's happening in the state of Pennsylvania, and I'm eating it all up. I love every second of it.
Good.
Do you not feel the same way?
You know what? Here's the thing. Let me tell you what it is, and then I'll tell you my thought.
Okay.
So it is between Sheetz and Wawa. So, I mean, generally, Sheetz has been on this side of the state. I mean, they're based in Altoona, so in central and then western Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Wawa over by Philadelphia. Well, now Sheetz has ventured into enemy territory. They just opened up this Sheetz in Montgomery County outside Philly, and it's right across the street from a Wawa.
Okay.
Now, I've never been to a Wawa, so I don't. Have you been to a Wawa?
Once, and it's an experience, I guess, but I think it's like walking into a Buc-ee's. Like I walked into a Buc-ee's and I was like, I had no idea what to expect. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I mean, we know Sheetz, so we love Sheetz.
Of course.
But you don't know how to order. You don't know what to order. You don't know what the go-to is. Like we know at Sheetz, like your MTO, I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
That's true. We would have to get to know it.
Also, like, let's just be honest, the red on Sheetz, like if you're driving down the highway or the street and you see the red of Sheetz and then the brown building on the other side, I think you're going to be more.
You're going to pull. Your car's going to pull
going,
into the red.
Yeah.
It's all in the visually
The
what
psychology
you see.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. The first time I saw a sign for a Wawa, I had no idea what it was. Like I didn't know it was a convenience store.
Is
and
it
I thought,
short for
what the
something?
heck is a Wawa? You know, but
Is it short for something?
that's another question we should get. All right, so here's what we're going to get an MRI in here. we're going to find out what Wawa stands for. I don't know what it stands for. Canada Goose. What?
Wait, what?
Oh,
He's just going to tell you random things.
No, I think he's telling us it's a Native American word for a Canada Goose.
Huh.
Yeah. So why is that? Is a goose part of their insignia, like their
I
logo?
don't know.
Oh, it is.
I mean,
see the things we're learning right here in my ear. Teddy Stevenson, our producer.
So smart. Also, though, like, what's a Sheetz?
Well, that's true too. Is that a family name? All right. Oh wait, Ron has an answer?
Right, yeah, the chain's name comes from the site of the company's first milk plant and corporate headquarters. It's in Wawa, Pennsylvania.
Which also now we know stands for the thing. Yeah,
All right,
okay.
but we need to find out the Sheetz.
The Sheetz.
Is
We
that
need
the
an
Sheetz
answer.
family? I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's family. All right, Teddy. Let's just sit here and keep asking, what's the meaning of life?
Where do we go when it's... What
All right,
happens?
Teddy's silent now. Teddy's like, you two move on.
Okay.
Stay on track, you two. All right, it's time to play another round of Think, Thank, Thunk. And this week, the theme is the start of the Lenten season.
Oh, gosh.
Are you guys ready?
No.
No, we're not. Let's give it a
Phone
try.
friend. Teddy's going to tell us.
All right, here we go. I'm golden and crispy, but I'm not a nugget. I come out on Fridays, but I'm not a paycheck. You'll find me with slaw and a slice of rye. What am I?
A
Fried fish sandwich or
Fish fry.
fish?
A fish fry, yes.
Okay.
Fish fry, yeah. Okay,
All right.
I like that one. That was easy.
All right, who won the PTL Talk Fish Fry bracket last
Oh, see, we
year?
kept
This is your
saying
thing.
these names over and over and
Wow.
over. And I know I've been to St. Ferdinand before.
I think it's 2 or 3, and I can't.
I think I want to say it's Sheila. Wait, did one
No.
win talk and one won? Oh, they won the whole
Yes.
kit and caboodle.
Because it was,
Yep.
yeah, it was like Sheetz and Wawa.
I
duking
think
it out.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
saying Shaler Villa.
I'm going 3.
Okay.
Holy Trinity.
Yeah,
Serbian.
and that was who it was. It was Holy Trinity
Oh, good
Serbian
memory.
Orthodox Church.
You know what? Here's the thing. They're all winners.
I like when my brain does not betray me.
All right, we have one
been a
more.
whole
This is
year.
the thunk. This is rapid fire. This or that.
Okay.
Fish fry edition. Tartar or cocktail sauce?
Tartar.
Tartar?
Tartar.
Okay.
I don't eat fish, so I don't know.
Fries or
you eat fish,
pierogies?
That's right.
Fries.
Pierogies.
Dine in or take out?
With fried food, you gotta dine in.
Dine in, yeah.
Extra lemon, yes or no?
Sure.
Can't answer.
Coleslaw on the sandwich or on the side?
Always on the sandwich.
Oh, see, I've never tried it on a fish sandwich.
I can't
Oh,
be
I
that.
would
sounds
try
so
it.
good,
Either
though,
way, I
right?
want the coleslaw because it helps balance with the fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beer battered or breaded?
I do like a good beer battered anything. I feel like it's a thicker, crunchier.
I could go with either one of these. I'll say beer battered though.
All right, mac and cheese or hush puppies on the side? Ooh.
Hush puppies.
I think
Man.
I might go hush puppies too, Ron.
Yeah, that's a good
They're
one right
really
there.
good.
Yeah.
I think, like, especially right now, like you can have mac and cheese anytime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hush
Good.
puppies are special occasion food.
Especially
are.
when they have like the sweet ones. They have like the sweet corn on there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, making me hungry. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, tomorrow is
Ron.
Friday, and we want to answer your questions. Go to our Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page, submit your questions there. We'll get to as many of them as we can tomorrow.
All right, let's talk about what's coming up today.
And the St. Patrick's Day Dash is back, so we're taking an early look at the green clad madness.
But first, the thermometer has gone up, so it is officially time to come out of hibernation, Pittsburgh. From buzzworthy events to show-stopping performances, where should we be going this weekend? We have your go-to game plan and today's weekend guide.
It's Thursday, February 19th, after a foggy start and still foggy to the day.
Oh my.
We could hit 60 degrees. We are very excited. PTL, we'll be right back.
All right, it's finally time here in Pittsburgh. The snow is melting and the sun will be shining when the fog clears. So you don't have any excuse to huddle in your house. Why not go out on the town?
Sean Collier is here with his weekend guide. It's always good to see you.
Good to see you.
And we're going to start actually in the theater with a really special performance with Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center.
And two can't miss shows this weekend. that both only have a few shows and a few tickets left. So act fast. First on The Importance of Being Earnest, the classic by Oscar Wilde at Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center out in Midland. If you haven't made the trip out there, it's such a nice way to spend your evening, particularly if you're in that direction, but even if you're right in the city, take a little drive. It's a gorgeous facility. This is kind of the performance arm of Lincoln Park Performing Arts High School, and most of their casts are their high school students. They'll bring in a few ringers for each show, but most of the performers are these incredibly talented young theater students, and they do such a great job in this show. There's a pair of jilted love interests played by Brooke Peterson and Lila McClelland, who absolutely steal the show in the second act. It's such a fun night out. It's a great performance. It's just a nice way to spend your evening. And they've got great little chocolate treats at the concession stand at intermission. So.
See, you pushed it right over the top for me now with the chocolate treats.
You're going to go? You're going to get a show?
You sold it. Little snack for you.
All right, Pittsburgh Public, also some theater to talk about.
Yeah, and both of these shows do end this weekend, as I said, so don't miss. This is the show that everyone has been telling me, I just saw Enemy of the People. Have you seen it yet? It's so good. This is such a timely and just captivating drama. You know that feeling when you're watching a great movie, a great TV show, great play, and you just can't wait to find out how it's going to work out?
Yeah.
That's what's activated in An Enemy of the People. It's a very old story, but it feels so relevant. A doctor discovers that the baths in his town, his popular baths, it's a vacation destination, he discovers that they're contaminated. People need to know, and everyone wants to put a stop to him before he ruins the economy of the town. Again, feels very, very relevant. MJ Cleary is the lead. MJ Sieber, I was saying that wrong beforehand, I apologize. MJ Sieber is his name, and he gives a fantastic performance.
You gotta go see it.
Edge of your seat show at Pittsburgh Public.
Wow, okay.
I'm very excited about this next one. The Wallflowers. Really?
Takes us back to listening to the radio in our childhood with this hit, One Headlight, which I still listen to all the time.
Yes.
But this was a massive album. Bringing Down the Horse was the name of the album. That had 6th Avenue Heartache.
Yeah.
Three Marlenas was another single.
The Difference
was another single.
Bringing Down the Horse. Yeah.
You will hear all of those because they are playing the album front to back, the whole thing, tomorrow night, Friday night at the Roxy Theater in McKees Rocks. And he loves Tom Petty. And so after they're finished playing their album beginning to end, they're playing a Tom Petty album beginning to end too. Just a little bonus.
That's amazing.
All right, and we leave you with the Steel City Horror Show.
The horror show is back this Sunday night, our February edition. Technically our second February edition because the January one was snowed out. There's me and the mysterious Dr. Gielgud tormenting me as always, as she will Sunday night in the theater, but not just me. Dr. Gielgud has surprises for you as well, and we have a surprise showing of a true horror classic, one of the best of the 90s. I'll even hint one of the best of the early 90s. But figure it out yourself from there for Sunday night Steel City Horror Show at the Harris Theater.
See, I thought you were actually going to spill the beans and tell us the movie, and I was like, oh, don't do that. Don't spoil it.
You poke around Instagram enough, I think you'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right,
it's a good one. Trust me, it's a good one. Come on down.
All right, Sean, great stuff and good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, and remember, you can catch Sean's Weekend Guide each Thursday right here on PTL.
Still to come, a hot dog on wheels is driving around Pittsburgh as we speak. Its next stop, our studio. We're going to find out what it's doing here and where you can see it this weekend. Daisy Jade is live at the Byam Theater in downtown Pittsburgh to introduce us to the cast of the latest revival of Annie. Hey, Daisy.
Hey guys, and yes, because we do live in Pittsburgh, I feel like we often say the sun will come out tomorrow, right? But today, the sun is shining on this wonderful cast that we have here of Annie with Pittsburgh Musical Theater. I have Eliza and Aubrey here. We are lucky enough to have double the fun, both of the Annies here today. And Eliza, I know that this is such iconic musical, so much fun. What is your favorite part of being part of Annie?
It has to be tomorrow because I really like the tune. It's not only catchy, but I also get to work with the dog, Mochi, who plays Sandy. And it's a new experience, which I really like. Doesn't always cooperate, but it's really fun to work with him.
Yeah, it's fun to have a live dog on set, right? And how about you, Aubrey? Do you have a favorite song or a moment from the show?
My favorite song is Tomorrow because it's an anthem to some people, and it's very hopeful, and I really enjoy singing it.
You couldn't have said that any better. Well, I know that, of course, there's some challenges to playing Annie. I mean, maybe it's the costume changes, maybe it's all of the numbers, but is there anything that's, that you're thinking of that's kind of challenging when you play Annie on stage?
I think working with Mochi, he's adorable and cute, but sometimes it's a little hard to sing with him, but he's doing amazing.
And of course, again, we know that Annie is such an iconic show. What is it, something that you think people can take away from, because she is so hopeful? She goes through so much, but there is a lot of hope at the end.
Annie takes place during the Depression, so I think, as you can tell, like in the orphanage, it's during the Depression, they're orphans, and they don't have the best caretaker, Miss Hannigan, but Annie's bringing them hope, so I think they can learn that if you're always positive, you can bring up people around you and not only make other people happy, but make yourself happy.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much. And we've got Mochi here. Say hi,
Oh, Mochi!
Oh, there's a star too. All right, Pittsburgh Musical Theater's revival of Annie. It opens tonight at the Byham Theater, and it runs until Sunday, March 1st.
We have the link for tickets on our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com.
All right, from a little redhead chasing tomorrow to a real-life entrepreneur who built a future using his own determination. We're going to show you how one of the most famous restaurants in the world is creating life-changing opportunities for people right here in our area.
Is today the last warm day before winter returns? Ron's crunching the numbers and joins us next.
Still dealing with some fog out there in some spots. Now it is lifting, but you can see the reporting sites at least continuing to show some dense fog in some areas. Temperatures this hour, 46 in the Pittsburgh area. We're already at 50 in Butler, so we're seeing these temperatures starting to warm up out there. But this is what it looks like across from Mount Washington. Trying to look at the city, you can see that low cloud deck that is still certainly in place. Hey, a couple of chances for some rain, guys. One of those gets here this afternoon, and we have another chance for some rain overnight tonight. Turns windy on Friday, and that's no chance, including accumulating snow, still in the forecast for Sunday.
Yeah, we were hoping you'd quit talking about that.
Yeah, but you haven't. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yep,
Okay,
still
thanks,
there.
Ron.
Yep.
All right, kilts, check. Running shoes, check. Pittsburgh Pride, double check. The St. Patrick's Day run is back, and it's kicking off Parade Day in the most festive way. So lace up and lean in, because we're going to talk all about it coming up next.
Grab your kilts and all the green you've got, because the Pittsburgh Parade Day Dash is back before the iconic St. Patrick's Day Parade fills downtown with floats and fanfare. This festive 5K run and walk gets the celebration started early with energy, Irish spirit, and plenty of Pittsburgh pride.
So it launched just last year, and it's already becoming a can't-miss tradition. And here to tell us what runners and spectators can expect are Troy Shuley from P3R and Michael Costello from GNC. Thank you both for being here. And I mean, we always talk about how the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Pittsburgh, it's one of the biggest events across the nation. It totally makes sense to have this happening beforehand, right?
It's perfect. Last year we sold out.
Wow.
Our first year. People like to move in Pittsburgh too, but they love the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Yeah.
So why not come down, move with us? The dash presented by GNC, we couldn't do it without our partners. So it was a great first year. This year we're gonna have more people, more movers, families, friends, everybody's
Wonderful.
great.
And GNC has partnered up again. This aligns so closely with what you guys believe in.
It does. Like, we're all about helping people live well.
Yeah.
Right? And since we were founded here 91 years ago in Pittsburgh, this is a way to help people live well in a very Pittsburghy tradition.
Right.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Let's talk about how it's a Pittsburghy tradition. Because really, people are not necessarily dressed the way you would think they would be dressed. They're dressed to run or walk, but also to celebrate, right?
We saw a lot of green last year.
Yeah.
We saw leprechauns. We saw people wearing the great hoodies.
Right.
It was just a really family-friendly atmosphere, getting people down and moving. Not a lot of legitimate runners, and that's fine. We had walkers, we had joggers.
Oh, look, there's a leprechaun.
But yeah, the costumes were great. GNC is going to be doing like a costume contest afterwards.
Wonderful.
Take your picture, and they'll pick the best costume. So it was really cool to see people come out, and then you go line the boulevard to watch the parade. So it was just perfect timing. That the 5K starts at 8, the parade starts at 10, so it worked out perfect.
You know what? I think what appeals to most people, you pay for parking once. Pay for
Right.
parking and spend the day in downtown Pittsburgh. And this is also geared towards anyone, like you said. There's a 5K, but there's also a 1 mile run
1 mile
as well.
for the younger kids and the families that want to come out, bring the strollers, bring the toddlers out, and just enjoy it. So yeah,
There was a lot of smiles last year.
Yeah.
all ages
you could
too,
see
which
it.
is what we want for all of our events, all movers.
Yeah, and Michael, you were saying you had to do the air horn to start the
I
race.
was able to start the kids race as well as
Okay.
the other race. Yeah, it was fantastic.
So
It's a
much
lot of
fun.
power.
Well, it was just a 3, 2, 1 and air horn, so it's not that hard.
All right.
You were mentioning a little bit more about the race, and there is a change to one of this being the second year. Which one did you update a little bit?
Yeah, so our 5K course is brand new. So we're going to start outside of Acrisure this year,
Okay.
go across the Clemente Bridge, and on the boulevard. That's a big deal because last year we had a loop course. Now we can fit more people. So we don't want to shut out any movers. So we want to welcome more people down, starting on the North Shore. To your point, Heather, they can park on the North Shore, stay in Pittsburgh all day.
I love that the 1 mile too is on the Smithfield Bridge to start. It is one of our most beautiful
It's
bridges,
gorgeous.
and I don't think people get to appreciate it as
Right.
much.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
And before we let you guys go, we see the hoodie here, but let's talk about this. So
Pretty cool, right?
This is a medal that everybody gets?
Everybody gets
Okay.
it, yeah.
All right. I just wanted
Everybody
to say
gets
that because, like, look at this.
Yeah, if you run, you'll get the medal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I like
There
the
you go.
hoodie too. This is really cool.
And you know our runners love medals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's their badge of honor. Kids take it, they take it to school the next day, so we're excited to give it to
I
everybody
would wear it all
involved.
year.
Right.
Yes.
You should do it then. Let's get you a medal,
Well, maybe
David.
if I can wrestle Michael for the air horn.
You can have it this year.
And I love
I can retire. Yeah.
the hoodie for 2026
Yeah, the
too.
hoodie's
Looks
great. Great material, just really cool. We saw so many people running in these last year, which was unique but really cool to see.
But really neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once again, you said this is not a bunch of necessarily elite runners. It can be anybody.
Yeah.
It can be. We're open to everybody. We want everybody to come out and move,
Have fun.
and have a great day.
Make it part of the tradition.
Right.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you guys
For having us.
The Pittsburgh Parade Day Dash presented by GNC takes place Saturday, March 14th. The 5K starts on the North Shore and the 1 mile starts, as you heard, on the Smithfield Street Bridge. So make sure to double check those locations online.
And you can find a link with more info and how to register right there on our website. All right, up next, some people see a drive-through, but he saw a pathway. Daisy is taking us to a local McDonald's to show us how a local entrepreneur's dreams came true right here in our neighborhood. The inspirational story. That's when PTL comes right back. Well, for many people all over the country, McDonald's was their very first job, a summer paycheck, a place to learn the basics.
But for one local entrepreneur, it marked something more, a starting line. He didn't just clock in, he climbed until the counter he once worked behind became the business he now owns.
Daisy Jade took a trip to East Liberty to learn how a man named Anthony went from crew member to franchise owner and what that journey means during Black History Month.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Today we are coming to you from the McDonald's on Euclid Ave in East Liberty, which, funny enough, was my McDonald's growing up. And I'm here with Anthony Casey, who's the owner and operator here at this McDonald's. What I love hearing is you actually started off as a crew member and worked your way up. And how awesome is that?
Yeah, I mean, the journey is really amazing, and it really shows you the opportunities that are available in a company like McDonald's. I mean, obviously it's a huge restaurant company in the US, but also worldwide. And yeah, for me, I had the opportunity when I was 15 and a half to start as a crew member. Whenever I was in graduate school, between my first and second year, I did an internship in Chicago in US marketing. And then when I was there that summer, I just fell in love with working in the restaurants. And then just through luck, got an opportunity to be an employee in the field after I graduated. And from there, worked for the company for around 11 years. And then last year, had the opportunity to buy 2 restaurants in the Pittsburgh area.
And well, welcome to the Pittsburgh
Yeah,
area.
thank you.
And of course, it sounds like you've had an extremely long journey with McDonald's. And I would imagine that starting off so young, you know, did you have any obstacles that you had to overcome in order to just see this as a dream?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest, you know, growing up where I grew up, I'd say the biggest barriers that I look back and had to overcome were really probably just self-imposed limitations. not knowing when I grew up, I didn't have a mentor that was in corporate America. I didn't have a mentor that was, owned a business. So for me, it's been having to learn those things through the years and seeing what's possible.
So what would you consider some of the greatest accomplishments?
I think one of my biggest accomplishments was when I was with the company was probably, I'd say, having the opportunity. I was the chair of what we called Be Golden, which was the Black Business Network for Black corporate employees at McDonald's. So I was the national chair, which was something I'm really, look back and really proud of the opportunity to change and impact so many people.
Well, speaking of impact, of course, there may be another kid out there that's, working behind the counter in the kitchen. What would you say to somebody that really isn't sure if they could reach the same goals that you have?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is have a dream and be willing to do the things that most people aren't. And I think that's, be consistent, be determined, and be willing to work hard for it. And that's really what it takes.
You really have done an amazing job with raising up within the McDonald's Corporation. So congrats to you.
Thank you.
And of course, if you are in the East Liberty area, be sure to come and check out Anthony's spot. And we will send it back to you guys at the studio. Anthony, I think it's time for us to get a burger.
Let's do it.
And now I want some French fries.
There you go.
Just that easy. We want to thank McDonald's for sponsoring our trip to Anthony's restaurant in East Liberty to hear more of his inspiring story.
And to learn more about how McDonald's is paving the way for entrepreneurs in our area and around the world for that matter, just go to PittsburghTodayLive.com.
Now, we couldn't let Daisy take a trip to McDonald's without getting a little something for ourselves as well.
So we're making our way across the studio here because I see Shamrock Shakes. This is a time of year, Heather. I wait for this week.
I know you do.
When they launch these.
I know you do. And this isn't just any taste test. This one helps Pittsburgh kids. Here with the Shamrockin' goodness is the CEO of the Ronald McDonald House of Pittsburgh and Morgantown. We have Eleanor Regal. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And we're learning a little bit more too, because this is something that we had no idea, the connection between the Shamrock Shake and the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, it started many, many years ago. It helped start the first house in 1974 in Philadelphia.
That's incredible.
So what is it's 20? How much of it each shake goes to a Ronald?
25 cents
of every shake goes to the Ronald McDonald House.
Yes, in the local chapter. So last year they raised over $117,000 for our chapter.
That is fantastic.
Yes, so Pittsburghers like their shakes.
They really do. We really do. In fact, you said that you look forward to this all year long.
I wondered, when do we get to taste them? It's not like I've never had one before.
Oh, absolutely, please.
You know what? And so while we're tasting, I want to ask you a question. The Ronald McDonald House, the good that it provides, that what it does for families when they already have so much on their minds, this is really a truly special place.
Thank you. I agree with you 100%. It's a place that we provide families their stay while their children are seeking medical care in the local community. We're really fortunate in Pittsburgh and in Morgantown to have excellent medical care.
Yes.
And so what the house does is really focus on the family. Because of the medical care that's provided in Pittsburgh and Morgantown, it allows us to do that. They take care of the patient and we take care of the family. We really think that and believe keeping the family together helps the healing process.
It really does. It really does. The parents can just be with their children. It's amazing.
Yes.
And in addition to David's favorite, the Shamrock Shake, there's also another one this year, the Oreo Shamrock.
Yeah, tell us about this.
So, this is wonderful on
This
its
is classic,
own, right?
yes.
Yeah, that's delish. But the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry has Oreo cookies crumbled in. So it's a whole nother level of deliciousness.
I think I need to try both.
Now, if we're torn between the two, does the Oreo also give back to the Ronald McDonald House? Okay,
yes.
Good to know.
So,
We want to make sure it's a win-win on that end, too.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Delicious.
You guys are doing really wonderful work, and it's nice to know that we can get a sweet treat and continue the wonderful efforts you all are doing.
you.
And there aren't actual shamrocks in these.
Maybe. It's a special recipe. It's a special
secret,
recipe.
right? Thank you so much for being
Good
here.
to see you again,
Thank
Eleanor.
you.
And again, 25 cents from every McDonald's Shamrock Shake and the Shamrock Oreo McFlurry goes to the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Pittsburgh and Morgantown.
All right, it is here. The Oscar Meyer Wienermobile has made its way to us. Mikey is there to catch up with the hot doggers and find out what's cooking and let you know where exactly you can meet This iconic ride. Oh, are you just going to keep doing that?
Stop it, Heather.
Okay, wait, one more for you.
Okay.
We're relishing this moment.
Oh, okay.
Next.
All right.
Don't go anywhere.
Well done. All right, if you're driving around Pittsburgh today through Sunday and you see a giant hot dog on wheels, you are not hallucinating. As we mentioned, the Oscar Meyer Wienermobile is cruising through the burg.
It's really hard to say, isn't it?
is.
Now that you've done it. And its first stop to us. Mikey Hood is live outside our studio with the driver of the Wienermobile. Tailgate Trey is his name.
All right, this is not exactly how I thought I would spend my morning here, but I think this is the job where it's perfectly normal to be standing next to a giant wiener. I'm here with Tailgate Trey. Exactly how large is this hot dog?
Yes, Weenie, welcome to our 27-foot long hot dog on wheels, or 60 hot dogs long, depending on how you measure it.
And when you're driving down the highway, say you were coming down 279 this morning, I'm assuming, what's the reaction from people?
It's all smiles out here on the hot dog highways. People are so excited to see it, and it brings joy to the day-to-day. It kind of breaks up that morning drive. Maybe you're stuck in rush hour traffic. You look up, you see a giant hot dog next to you, you can't help but smile.
I would be like, wow!
Exactly. A lot of people honking and waving, and so it's a great time.
Yeah, and so what are you doing here in Pittsburgh? And I guess you're driving all across the country, right?
Yeah, we go to a different city every week. This is my first time in Pittsburgh, so it's been really cool to explore and see the city, but we've got some fun events this weekend. We'll be at the Children's Museum tomorrow from 10 to 2. We'll be out in Butler on Saturday at the Carved and Ice Festival, and we'll be out in Finleyville on Sunday for their Winter Wine Festival.
All right, I'm just curious, how many wiener jokes do you hear in a day? Or actually, you're probably the one delivering all of the jokes, right?
We have buns and buns of puns. It's a fantastic job to get some jokes and some puns out there for sure.
You know what, you're good. I could tell. You're a professional. You're a professional. What's your exact title?
We are hot doggers.
Hot doggers. Thank you, Trey, so much. All right, we'll stick around to 3. Actually, you can catch up to us. You see what I did there? At 3 o'clock on Talk Pittsburgh. Hopefully, I'm going to get inside of this giant wiener, show you around a little bit. Maybe they will even let me drive. Also, the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater, we are speaking with them ahead of their brand new season. And Heather and I are playing a little trivia. So I'm going to stick around out here and maybe bun around a little bit.
Got it.
I have to work on my wiener jokes.
Okay.
I need
they're out there, Mikey.
You're a hot dogger in our mind.
All right,
we love
Mikey.
you, Mikey.
Thank you so much, and we'll be right back. Now for a look at what's coming up on Friday's KDKA-TV Morning News.
My co-anchor, Erica Mokay, is joining us with a preview of Frugal Friday. And Erica, this is a very, very timely one.
Very, very timely. The focus is fast food fish sandwiches. We did a little bit of a price comparison between Wendy's, Sheetz, Arby's, and McDonald's to find out which is the cheapest. But then we took it a step further and weighed each sandwich to determine the price per ounce. It was a lot of math. But it really produced some interesting results.
I saw you actually filming some of these sandwiches.
Yes.
It was interesting to watch. Did you eat them after?
I did not. I did not want my opinion on the taste to sway any sort of decision in the weighing process.
True
and also
journalist.
because I had to preserve my specimens there.
I got it. Okay. All right.
The results are very interesting.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that. Thank you.
So that is tomorrow in our 6 a.m. hour of the KDKA-TV Morning News.
That is all the time that we have for today. Be sure to watch tomorrow at 9. We are kicking off fish fry season with a trip to last year's PTL bracket champ. They are turning on the fryers early for us at Holy Trinity. Yep, we are live with the Cod Squad.
Oh, the Cod Squad. Plus, one of Pittsburgh's James Beer Award semifinalists is in our kitchen. She is the culinary queen behind some of the city's top restaurants, and she is making us one of her specialties.
Wait, do you know what's so funny?
You're going there this weekend.
I am. I didn't even realize the two things were happening at once. And do you have you picked out your outfit for the NFL draft yet? We are showing you how a local shop has the game time apparel you desperately need.
Wow, that and more tomorrow at 9 on KDKA, and then at 1 for the rebroadcast on KDKA+.
And tomorrow is Friday, right?
We've made it, Heather.
Yes, okay.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Thanks for spending part of your day with us.
We'll see you again tomorrow on Friday. Make it a great Thursday, everybody.